Paramatmane Namaham. I don't have anything turned on. You can put that down anywhere you want to. Just put it behind you. Namaste devotees and Jai Sita Ram. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to our Sunday morning satsang. This very beautiful February 26, 2023. As we begin with our service for today, devotees, we need to prepare our minds, our bodies, and our soul for our service for today. I ask that we join together as we go ahead and as we clasp our hands and close our eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your spine, drop your shoulders, relax your neck, your forehead, and your entire body. With your body relaxed, I want you, at this time, to avoid all negative thoughts, all worldly desires, and anything that may be causing you distress from your mind. And instead, focus on a form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you, one that'll help you concentrate, one that'll help you focus. And join together with me as we chant our opening prayers. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Ishavasyam Midam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Teen Tektin Bhunjitha Magrutha Kasya Swidhanam. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahavedyam Karavavahe Ejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We offer prayers to Prithvi Mata as we bless and sanctify the seat under which we sit. Om Samutra Vasane Devi Parvatastane Mandite Vishnu Patnim Namastubhyam Padasparasham Kshamaswame. Om Prithvi Tvaya Dhrata Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadratha Tvam Sharharyamam Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam. Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namaham. Go ahead and take a seat. Place your flat up. Take a seat. To our mothers, the Ajis, take this with a grain of salt. Watching them makes me realize how much trouble they're going to get into, just like we did when we were younger. It just makes us realize how old we are now, too. Go ahead and take some water in your right hand. Wash your hands. Tejas, could you get them some paper towels, please? Om Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami Govindaye Namaham. I want you to take your right hand, put it on your left, and then put your pointer finger and your thumb together. We're going to sip water 3 times to purify our bodies. If somebody could be kind enough to get us another roll of paper towels for the front, please. Go ahead and take some water in your hand. Om Amrito Pastaranamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashaha Shri Mai Shri Shrayatam Swaha. Wash your hands again. Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarva Vashtangatopiva Yasmerit Pundarikaksham Sabhayavyam Tarashuchi. Om Chandanasya Mahatpunyam Pavitram Papanashanam Aparam Harite Nityam Lakshmi Stishtate Sarvada. Om. You're going to take some water on your left hand now, and you're going to follow along with me as we commence with Ang Sparsh as we bless the various parts of our body. Om Agneyastu. We ask, O Lord, by thy grace, may my tongue be ever blessed with the power of speech. Om Nasorame Pranorastu. We ask, O Lord, may my nostrils be blessed with healthy, vital air. Om Akshorame Chakshurastu. We ask, O Lord, may my eyes be blessed with the perfect power of vision. Om Kanyorame Shrotamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my ears be blessed with the power of hearing. Om Bahorame Balamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my arms be blessed with strength. Om Urhorame Ojoastu. We ask, O Lord, may my legs be blessed with vitality. Om Marishtani Me Anyani. Tanustanawame Sahasantu. We ask, O Lord, may all the other parts of my body be safe from harm, rendering them healthy and sound for life's work. Go ahead and take some flowers in your hand. Any color is fine. And devotees, we join together now as we chant the most powerful Gayatri Mantra. Om Manakshe Varade Devi Akshare Brahmavadini Gayatri Jagat Madhari Vishwayoni Namostute Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tatsavitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tatsavitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tatsavitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem se bolo Gayatri Mata Ki Jai. Place your flowers down on the altar and take some red flowers in hand. Devotees, we join together as we offer praise and obediences to that creator, but also remover and destroyer of all obstacles in our life. We offer praise to Lord Ganesha. Om Shri Ganapati Namaham. Om Jananam Bhuta Ganadhi Sevitam Kapita Jambu Palachara Bhakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakarikam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam. At this time, devotees, I request that the Kirtan group offer one bhajan dedicated to Lord Ganesha as we commence with a puja up front.
Jai Ganapati, Jai Gananayak, Jai Ganesh, 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 Jai Ganesh Deva. Jai Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh. Ganapati Vighna Vinashana Hare. Ganapati Vighna Vinashana Hare. Jai Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganapati, Jai Jai. Lambhudhar Pitambara Sohe Pani Mani Mukta Nayana Nadi Gajmani Mala Gale Tride Sohe Gajmani Mala Gale Tride Sohe Bala Lala Mai Chandra Kalava Ganapati Vighna Vinashana Hare. Ganapati Vighna Vinashana Hare. Jai Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganapati, Jai Jai. Murakaleta Dekta Janani Jap Tamaka Chalaka Tamaka Runchanakare Rethi Se
this time, devotees, I ask that we join together as we offer our final prarthana, our final praise to Lord Ganesh. Om Vakratun Mahakaya Sunyakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Raksha Raksha Ganadhaksha Rakshatrelokya Rakshakar Bhaktanam Bhayam Karta Trata Bhava Bhavaranavar Om Shriman Mahaganadi Patanam Prem se Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan Ki Jai. Place your flowers down right there for Lord Ganesh. Take a white flower in your hand now. Good. And devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to that mother of knowledge, learning, that mother who helps us turn knowledge into wisdom and provides clarity of mind. We offer prayers to Mother Saraswati. Om Saraswati Mahabhage Vidye Kamala Luchine Vidyarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Om Maha Saraswati Namaham. Place your flower down right there. Okay, just go ahead and hand them the lighter. And then you're going to light this diya right here in front of Mother Lakshmi. Afterwards, you're going to take some pink flowers in your hands. But go ahead and do that. Devotees, we offer prayers to that Mother of light and prosperity in this universe. We offer prayers to Lakshmi Mata. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Dana Sampadam Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute Om Namaste Astu Mahamai Shri Pite Sarabhujite Shankha Chakra Garahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Namaste Garuda Rudhe Kula Sura Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Sarvagya Sarva Varade Sarva Dushta Bhayankari Sarva Dukha Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murte Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Madhyantarhate Devi Adi Shakti Maheshwari Yoghagja Yogha Sambhute Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Stula Sukshma Maharodre Mahashakti Mahodare Mahapapa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Padma Sanastate Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Paramishi Jagane Mathar Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Shwetam Bharadhare Devi Nana Lankar Bhushide Jagatastiti Jagane Mathar Mahalakshmi Namostute Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Mahalakshmi Namaham. Take your flowers, place them down right here in front of Mother Lakshmi. And then you're going to take some yellow flowers in your hands. Devotees, we join together as we offer praise and obediences to the Universal Mother and that destroy all evils in our lives. We offer praise to Adi Shakti Durga Mata. Om Maha Durgaya Namaham. Om Jayandhi Manghala Kali Bhandra Kali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Putharati Niharidini Jai Sarvagate Devi Galiratri Namostute Devi Sarvam Bhuteshu Vishnu Maiti Shamdita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shanti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Tushni Rupena Sanstita Namastasye, namastasye, namastasye namo namah. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu dayarupena sanstita. Namastasye, namastasye, namastasye namo namah. As we pray some of the Durga devotees, we say, O Durga Mata, thou art the universal mother, and we, your children, worship you in your many forms. O Ma, we see was buddhi, wisdom, Lakshmi, prosperity, Shakti, energy, Shraddha, faith, Shanti, peace, Tushti, contentment, and Daya, compassion. And as we pray to you, O Ma, Namastasye, 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 Namo Namah. As we pray to you, O Ma, we bow to thee again and again. Devotees, we offer praise to Mother Durga in the form of the Universal Mother, Matri Rupe. Ya Devi Sarvam Bhuteshu Matri Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye, Namastasye, Namastasye Namo Namah. Dehi Samhangyam Arogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvasho Jahi. At this time, devotees are requested that the Kirtan group offer 2 bhajans dedicated to the Universal Mothers as we commence with the puja up front at this time.
Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. तेरा पावन शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ तू स्वर्ग की देवी ये संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा हे आगे तुझसे तू स्वर्ग की देवी ये संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा हे आगे तुझसे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे तेरे शर्म हमें प्यार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ मुनियों ने समझे गुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी मुनियों ने समझे गुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी हम भी तो समझे हम भी तो जाने विद्या के हमको ही डर के दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे तू स्वर्ण वरानी कमल पे विराजे हाथों में वीणा मुखर सर पे साजे तू स्वर्ण वरानी कमल पे विराजे हाथों में वीणा मुखर सर पे साजे मन से हमारे मिटाते अधारे हमको उजालों के संसार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
ओम प्रेम से बोलो सरस्वती माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय Place your flowers down on the altar. Then just take a few different color flowers in your hands. And the devotees, we join together now as we offer prayers and obediences to the most influential beings in our life. We offer prayers to the Navgraha Devatas. We refer to them in English, the 9 planets. Om Navgraha Devataya Namaham. Brahma Muraris Tripurakari Bhanushi Bhume Suto Bonascha Guruscha Shukra Shanirahu Ketu Sarve Graha Shanti Kara Bhavantu Sarve Graha Shanti Kara Bhavantu.
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah. Suryaya Namah. Suryaya Namah. Chandramaya Namah. Suryaya Namah. Chandramaya Namah. Chandramaya Namah. Bhumaya Namah. Chandramaya Namah.
Devotees, with today being Sunday, also known as Ravivar, we offer praise and obediences to that being that exists in the form of the sun and that sustainer of all life on this planet. We offer praise to Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Om Suryaya Namaha, 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 Suryaya Namaha. Harineva Namastobhyam Prasidham Mama Bhashkaram Divakara Namastobhyam Prabhakara Namostude. Suryaya Namaha, Suryaya Namaha, Suryaya Namaha, Suryaya Namaha. Om Prem se bolo Navgraha Devata ki jai. Prem se bolo Surya Narayan Bhagavan ki jai. Place your flowers down in front of Surya Narayan Bhagavan. Go ahead and take some yellow and white flowers in your hands now. At this time, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to that sustainer of all things dharmic, all things righteous in this universe. We offer prayers to Lord Vishnu. Om Shantakaram Jagashayaram Padmanabham Surisham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrasham Meghavaranam Shubhangam Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bhiradhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhaya Haram Sarvalokekanatham Om Sashankha Chakram Sakirita Kundhalam Sapita Vastram Sarasiruhekshanam Sahara Vakshasalashombikostu Bhashriyam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam. We continue by offering prayers to the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We offer prayers to Lord Rama. Om Ramaya Ramabhandraya Ramachandraya Vidhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah. We offer prayers to Mother Sita. Om Jagata Sudha Jagajanani Janaki Atashaya Priya Karunani Danaki Taki Jukapada Kamala Manao Jasukripa Niramal Matipao. We offer prayers to Hanuman Swami. Om Mano Jawamaruta Tulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhi Matam Varishtam Vatatma Jamaniriyuddha Mukyam Shri Ramadutam Sharadam Prapati Shri Ramadutam Sharadam Prapati. And finally, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We offer prayers to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Dhararavinde Napararavinham Mukharavinde Vinimishnayantam Otasya Patrasya Puti Shrayanam Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. Om Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Mukham Karoti Vachalam Bhangum Langayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Maradanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Om Shri Krishnaye Namaha. At this time, devotees, I request that we have 3 bhajans dedicated to Lord Vishnu, his various incarnations, Mother Sita or Hanuman Swami, as we commence with our puja up front.
This bhajan is dedicated to Mahatma Mohandas Gandhi and is recorded by the world's greatest singer of bhajans and songs, the Nightingale, Srimati Lata Mangeshkar. What it says, Vaishnav is devotee of Lord Vishnu, is the one who realizes the pain of others, helps those in misery without letting pride enter his hand. He respects and praises the entire world and do not criticize anyone. He respects women as his own mother. Vaishnava also pray to Lord Rama and are embodied within him. He brings happiness to others, but do not feel proud, nor need to be thanked. He sees everyone equally and never eye the wealth of others. Om Hari Om. वैष्णव जन तो तीने कहिए जे पीर पड़ाई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तीने कहिए जे पीर पड़ाई जाने रे सकल लोकमा सहुने वंदे निंदा करने की निरे काच काच मन नेशल राखे काच काच मन नेशल राचे धन धन जननी तीने रे वैष्णव जन तो तीने कहीं जे पीर पड़ाई जाने रे समदृष्टि ने कृष्णा त्यागे पर श्रुति ने माती रे जिविया तकी असत्य न बोले जिविया तकी असत्य न बोले पर धन नवनी खिले रे वैष्णव जन तो तीने कहे जे पीर पड़ाई जाने रे मोहमाया व्यापी नहीं जीने निर्ऋण वैराग्य जीने रे राम नाम शु ताले लागे राम नाम शु प्याली लागे सकल तीरथ तीने तन मारे वैष्णव जन तो तीने कहे जे पीर पड़ाई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तीने कहे जे पीर पड़ाई जाने रे
श्रित कमला कुच मंडल धृत कुंडलये कलित ललित वनमाला जय जय देव हरि श्रित कमला कुच मंडल धृत कुंडलये कलित ललित वनमाला जय जय देव हरि दिलमणि मंडल मंदन भवखंडन मुनि जन मानस हमसा जय जय देव हरि कालीय विषधर गंजन जनरंजन यदुकुल नलिन दिनेश जय जय देव हरि मधुमूर नरक विनाशन गरुडासन सुरकुल केली निधाना जय जय देव हरि अमल कमल दल लोचन धव मोचन त्रिभुवन भुवन निधाना जय जय देव हरि जनक सुता कृत भूषण जित दूषण समर समित दश कंथा जय जय देव हरि श्रित कमला कुच मंडल धृत कुंडलये कलित ललित वनमाला जय जय देव हरि जय जय देव हरि जय जय देव हरि जन मन रंजन पांबै भंजन असुर निकंदन नारायण ओम नारायण बचु नारायण ओम नारायण हरि हरि जन मन रंजन पांबै भंजन जब जब भी
se bolo Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai. Prem se bolo Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. Prem se bolo Sita Mata ki jai. Prem se bolo Hanuman Swami ki jai. Prem se bolo Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. Place your flowers down in front of Lord Vishnu, and the pink one in front of Mother Sita. Place the pink one in front of Mother Sita and the other color that Sasha has in front of her. Yeah. And then take some white flowers in here. Are there purplish ones? Oh, you can take a purplish one too. Lilac. Bruh. At this time, devotees, we offer prayers to that universal Father and that universal Guru. We offer prayers to that destroyer of all evils in our life and in this universe. We offer prayers to Lord Shiva. Harunavadharam samsara saram bhujagendraharam sarasantam hirdayardavindhe bhavam bhavani sahitam namami bhavam bhavani sahitam namami. You guys can go ahead and head over to the lingam with Mahendra. Om Namah Shivaya. Brahma Murari Surarchithalingam Niramanabhasita Shobhithalingam Janamajadukhavinashakalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Brahma Murari Surarchitalingam Nirmalabhasita Shobhitalingam Janamajadukhavinashakalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Deva Muni Praravarchitalingam Kamaraham Karunakaralingam Ravana Darpa Vinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Sarva Sugandhi Sulepitalingam Bhumi Vivardhana Karanalingam Siddhasura Suravanditalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Kanaka Mahamani Bhushitalingam Panipati Veshtita Shobhitalingam Dakshasuyagna Vinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Kumachandanalipidalingam Pankajahara Sushobhitalingam Sanchita Papa Vinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam यः पते शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोरतिर् शिवेन सह मूर्ते ॐ नमः शिवाय।
ॐ नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय। नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम 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 नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय।
ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। Shiva Shankar Avinashi, Shiva Shankar Avinashi, तुम बिन प्रभु गत गत के वासी, शिव शंकर अविनाशी, तुम तो प्रभु गत गत के वासी, गले संत्व की माला राचे, गौरा संग कैलाश विराजे, गले संत्व की माला राजे, गौरा संग कैलाश विराजे, तुम बिन जगत की सब कुछ सोना, तुम ही परवा सत्सुख राशि, शिव शंकर अविनाशी, तुम तो प्रभु गत गत के वासी, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हे प्रभु तुम तो चंद्रबाल हो, काल में भी महाकाल हो, राम कृष्ण सब रूप तिहारी, नर जाए मत राया काशी, शिव शंकर अविनाशी, तुम तो प्रभु गत गत के वासी, शिव शंकर अविनाशी, तुम बिन प्रभु गत गत के वासी, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। जग कहता भूले भंडारी, राधा रूप में कृष्ण बिहारी, जगत की तारक आला संगरत, शिव भोले कैलाश निवासी, शिव शंकर अविनाशी, तुम बिन प्रभु गत गत के वासी, शिव शंकर अविनाशी, तुम तो प्रभु गत गत के वासी, ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय।
बोलो शिव शिव शंभु बम बम बम, बोलो शिव शिव शंभु बम बम बम, बम 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 बम, बम 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 बम, बोलो शिव शिव शंभु बम बम बम, बोलो शिव शिव शंभु बम बम बम, अरो करो रे जब हय के दम ने दम बाय दम ने दम, बोलो शिव शिव शंभु बम बम बम, बोलो शिव शिव शंभु बम बम बम, बम 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 बम, बम 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 Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Hey Pralayankar Bhima Bhayankar, Hey Prabhu Shankar Swami, Hey Prabhu Shankar Swami, Hey Vishwevara, Hey Parameshwara, Ishwara Antarayami, Ishwara Antarayami, Ye Duna Hey Uttam Anupam, Uttam Anupam, Sarajaga Ye Pita Param, Ye Pita Param, Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam, Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam, Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bam 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 bam, bam 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 bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Shiva Kam Hare Jayam Hey, Shiva Kanam Hey Sayam, Shiva Kanam Hey Sayam. Shiva Ji Hai Mukti, Shiva Ji Hai Shakti, Shiva Ji Hai Bhakti Ka Sayam, Shiva Ji Hai Bhakti Ka Sayam. Shiva Mahima Matsa Jotam, Matsam Jotam Bika Jayenge Duniya Ke Gam, Duniya Ke Gam. Oh Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Hey Pralayankar Bhima Bhayankar, Hey Prabhu Shankar Swami, Hey Prabhu Shankar Swami, Hey Vishwevara, Hey Parameshwar, Ishwara Antarayami, Ishwara Antarayami, Ye Juna Hai Uttam Anupam, Uttam Anupam, Sarajaga Ke Yehi Pita Param, Yehi Pita Param. Oh Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Shiva Kam Hai Deya Ram Hai, Shiva Kanam Hai Sayam, Shiva Kanam Hai Sayam. Shiva Ji Hai Mukti, Shiva Ji Hai Shakti, Shiva Ji Hai Bhakti Ka Sayam, Shiva Ji Hai Bhakti Ka Sayam. Shiva Mahima Matsam Jotam, Matsam Jotam Bika Janyenge Duniya Ke Gam, Duniya Ke Gam. Oh Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bam Bam Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Bam 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 Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bam 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 Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambhu 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 Bam Bam Bam. Nagendraharaya Trilochanaya Basmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitai Nandishwara Brahmakanatha Maheshwaraya Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Sapujitai Tasme Makaraya Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Gauri Vadaraja Vrinda Suryaya Daksha Dwaranashikaya Srinilakantaya Vrishatvajaya Tasme Shikaraya Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Vashishta Kumbho Dvavagauta Munindra Deva Archita Shekaraya Chandrarka Veshwa Naralochanaya Tasme Vakaraya Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Yaksha Swarupaya Jatadaraya Pinakahastaya Sanatanaya Divyaya Devaya Digambaraya Tasmeya Karaya Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah
Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Devotees, we offer this next prayer for all the suffering from various illnesses, diseases, injuries, and ailments. We ask that they may have a fast, speedy, and full recovery. We also offer a prayer for those transitioning from this world to the next. May the passage be as smooth and tranquil. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshi Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshi Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshi Mamrutat. Om Ganganapati Namaha. Om Kartiki Namaha. Om Nandishwaraya Namaha. Om Vasuki Namaha. Om Shri Samba Sadha Shivaya Namaham. Prem se Bolo Shiva Shankara Bhagwane ki Jai. Devotees, for all of us who have a guru, we offer a prayer to our guru. If not, we take Lord Shiva in our mind, or any devata, as our universal guru. And just take another flower in your hand. And as we join together in praying. Om Guru da Brahma, Guru da Vishnu, Guru da Deo Maheshwara, Guru da Sakshat Padam Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Namah. Dhyana Moolam Guru Mudati, Puja Moolam Guru Padam, Mantra Moolam Guru Maksham, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa, Praise Guru Guru Deo Ki Jai. And at this time, devotees, for all those who have prasad tatrawa, I ask that you please come forth at this time. Place your flowers in front of. Yep. Everybody have a flower? Was that yes, I have a flower, or no, oh, you need flowers. Auntie Damity, could you hand Ashwarya and Elise some flowers, please? And Shani, do you have flowers? No, you're okay. Here, come here. I got you, fam. Alright. Okay, go ahead and hold your prasad in both hands. Make sure it's not touching the floor, your clothing, or any other objects as we offer these following prayers. Om Hai Vidyam Grihitam Deva Bhakti Mehi Chalam Kuru Epsitam Varam Dehi Paratreha Parangatim Om Iram Palam Mayadhi Vasthapitam Purastava Tenve Sapalavatyena Bhavichanmani Janmani Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Maya Raktam Grihetam Purushottamam. Offer your prasad to the altar.
प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन दुर्योधन की मेवा क्या गे दुर्योधन में के मेवा क्या गे साख विधर करो क्या प्यारो मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन जो कोई तुम्हारा भोग लगावे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन ऐसा भोग लगावे प्यारे मोहन ऐसा भोग लगावे प्यारे मोहन सब अमृत हो जाए प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन जो कोई ऐसा भोग को खावे सब अमृत हो जाए प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन बिलनी की बैर सुदाम के तंडुला बिलनी की बैर सुदाम के तंडुला रुचि रुचि भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन
At this time, devotees, we all join together as we commence in chanting our Havan mantras. Om Agni Mili Purohitam Yagyasya Devam Retvajam O Taram Ratna Dhatamam Agni Devaya Namaham. We offer both samagri and ghee into the fire. Om Prajapate Swaha Iram Prajapatidam Namama Om Indraya Swaha Iram Indraya Idam Namama Om Aganaye Iram Aganaye Idam Namama. You guys awake? Is everybody in the mandir in the audience awake? Because I asked, because when we offer to the Havan Kund, we're all supposed to say Swaha. And even though I got quiet, all I heard was, make sure that you're saying it, be very verbose. We're all worshiping together, we're all offering together. So at the same time, we all say, Om Somaya. Idam Somaya Idam Namama. Om Bho. Idam Maganaye Idam Namama. Om Bhoa. Idam Maya Idam Namama. Om Swaha. Idam Suryaya Idam Namama. Om Suryaya Namaha. Idam Suryaya Idam Namama. Om Chandraya Namaha. Idam Chandraya Idam Namama. Om Bhaumaya Namaha. Idam Bhaumaya Idam Namama. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Idam Buddhaya Idam Namama. Om Brihaspati Namaha. Idam Brihaspati Idam Namama. Om Shukraya Namaha. Idam Shukraya Idam Namama Om Shanishwaraya Namaha
Swaha.
Idam Shanishwaraya Idam Namama Om Rahave Namaha
Swaha.
Idam Rahave Idam Namama Om Ketave Namaha
Swaha.
Idam
Idam Ketave Idam Namama.
Om Ganeshaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Mahagauriye Namaha
Swaha.
Om Mahasaraswati Namaha
Swaha.
Om Mahalakshmi Namaha
Swaha.
Om Mahadurgaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Gurue Namaha
Swaha.
Om Brahmane Namaha
Swaha.
Om Vishnue Namaha
Swaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Swaha.
Om Ramaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Sitaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Hanumate Namaha
Swaha.
Om Krishnaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Shivaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha
Swaha.
Om Sarvebhyo Pitribhyo Namaha
Swadaha.
Om Bhurabhuva Swaha
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा.
Take everything together now and please stand as we commence with Puranahuti. As we share at that Hawan Samagri, as you guys get it in your hands, I want you to be very cognizant. Everybody, pay attention to me for a second. Be very cognizant not to let any of that Samagri fall on the ground, okay? We're making sure that we're offering as much as we can. We don't want to waste anything. So as you guys offer into the Hawan Kund, make sure your hand is over the Hawan Kund before you drop your Samagri, and try not to get anything on the floor. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Mudhanam Nivatatim Pratibhyaha Viswanaramrita Ajatam Aganim Kabhigvam Samrajatitim Jananam Asana Patram Chanim Tireva Swaha Om Sarvam Dve Purnagvam Swaha Om Sarvam Dve Purnagvam Swaha Om Sarvam Dve Purnagvam Swaha. We take blessings from Agni Devata. Om Tanamagani Sitanwame Pahi. Om Maryaragani Sadhyurame Dehi. Om Varachuragani Si Varachume Dehi. Om Agnayan Maitanwa Oranam Tanma Pruna. Om Tejwasi Tejamay Dehi. Om Virimasi Virimay Dehi. Om Balamasi Balamay Dehi. Om Ojosi Ojamay Dehi. Om Manyurasi Manyumay Dehi. Om Sahosi Sohumay Dehi. Om Shanti Rastu Pushti Rastu Vrithi Rastu Yada Paparam Tati Parastu Dvipere Chitushpare Surashanti Ramhavatu Achmanyam Om Sarva Papaharam Dibyam Yangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanamayaratam Girhitam Purushotamam Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Smorogni Devata Ki Jai. Devotees, as we clean up and prepare for our sermon, I request that we have one bhajan from the Kirtan group in that time.
Govinda Hare Gopal Hare Jai Keshav Madhav Shyam Hare Govinda Hare Gopal Hare Jai Keshav Madhav Shyam Hare Govinda Hare Gopal Hare जय राम हरे जय कृष्ण हरे जय मुरलीधर घनश्याम हरे जय राम हरे जय कृष्ण हरे जय मुरलीधर घनश्याम हरे मनमोहन सुंदर श्याम हरे घनश्याम हरे राधे श्याम हरे गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे जय केशव माधव श्याम हरे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला जय मुरली माधव श्याम हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे जय मुरली माधव श्याम हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे जय कृष्ण हरे गोविंद हरे जय जय गिरिधर गोपाल हरे गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे जय केशव माधव श्याम हरे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला श्री राधे राधे कृष्ण हरे जय कुंज बिहारी श्याम हरे श्री राधे राधे कृष्ण हरे जय कुंज बिहारी श्याम हरे हे सर्वेश्वर हे परमेश्वर हे योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण हरे गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे जय केशव माधव श्याम हरे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला 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 गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
Devotees, before we commence with our sermon for today, we offer praise to Lord Ganesh to remove any obstacles that exist within our mind that prevent us from learning this material. We offer praise to Mother Saraswati to bless us with clarity of mind to turn this knowledge into wisdom. And then we offer praise to our gurus who laid the path before us so that we are able to sit down here today to learn from the scriptures. Om Vakratuna Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Sathir Bhavatu Me Sada Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Meshwara Guru Sakshat Padam Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Prem se Guru Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai Prem se Guru Saraswati Mata ki jai Prem se Guru Gurudev ki jai Devotees, before I dive into the Srimad Bhagavad Puran, it's been a few weeks and I completely forgot to do this. I said that I was going to give you advice weekly on how to make your pujas at home better. I forgot. I'm sorry. Pujas at home? Puja DIY. Fine, that's what we'll call it. Thanks, Tejas. Puja DIY. Puja hacks. So last time we talked about performing a Hawan. And when we said Hawan, we initiated that you create your wick inside of your Hawan Kund. You make sure that we don't put in too much camphor. Camphor's a good thing, but it's also a little bit of your enemy, because what does camphor produce a lot of? Black smoke. Black smoke, yeah, that's good. Camphor is C40, carbon 40, and if you guys have known anything about carbon, carbon is essentially charcoal. It's coal, and when you burn it, it turns black. So we don't put a lot of camphor in. We don't offer dupe sticks, really. But then I feel like as Hindus and as people in the 21st century, we're a little spoiled with one object in particular. And that one object, to me, is known as aluminum foil. Now you're thinking, how is that spoiling us? I'm sure back in the day when you were writing the Vedas, the old pundits were like, pull out your aluminum foil and line your Hawan Kund, right? That's exactly what it says in the scriptures. No, it's not what it says in the scriptures. They also didn't have lighters. That's a very fair point. So they weren't lining their Hawan Kunds with foil. We're doing that nowadays really for one reason in particular. I do it for one reason in particular. There's really two reasons. A lot of reasons that we line our Hawan Kunds. Why do people line their Hawan Kunds with aluminum foil, you think? Yeah, easier to clean up because we don't want to have to worry about cleaning up that Hawan Kund after. I use the foil for a different reason. I use the foil to control the heat and then to also ensure that everything inside of that Hawan Kund burns. So when we're done with the Hawan, especially at home or here at the Mandir, what I'm trying to tell everybody to do and what I'm training the kids to do is once you take it out, fold that foil so that it makes a funnel with a hole in the top, kind of like a volcano, so that way all the heat generates on the inside and burns everything inside of your Hawan Kund out. If you don't burn out everything inside of the Hawan Kund, what happens? Sin. There we go. That's kind of one of the key words we've been talking about. If you don't do something fully or to the extent that you need to, you are sinned by the results of it. So in this case, we need to make sure that everything in that Hawan Kund burns out. So after you've made your offerings, when you take your Hawan Kund outside, the best thing to do is fold that foil up, making sure that there's still an opening on the top, so that way it burns out everything on the inside. Now, if you don't have that ability at home, if you don't line your Hawan Kund with foil, just put a bunch of camphor in when you take it outside after you're done. That's going to ensure that everything gets burnt out. Now, the last thing I want to ensure you all of is what can you do to ensure that you have as minimal smoke as possible in a Hawan Kund? We talked about not using camphor. The second item here that we're going to talk about is samagri. So I think a lot of us do the same thing. We go to the store, we buy that box samagri off the shelf, and we use that for our pujas. What is that samagri typically made out of? Wood or wood pulp. And what happens when you burn wood? Smoke. Because what's inside of wood? We just talked about the science here. Carbon. That's what charcoal is. It's just burnt, overly carbonized wood. So what we do at home, and what is allowable to do in your own homes too, you use pujas, you do pujas and use flowers for puja, right? What do you do with those flowers afterwards typically? Oh, you know too many answers. What does everybody else do? What does everybody not Vishal do? We put them outside under a tree. Sometimes we throw them in water. What we're seeing now is that as we throw more flowers outside, it's actually rotting. The chemicals are polluting the water, and we're actually creating more harm to the environment. What you can do instead with your flowers is dry them out. You can either buy a dehydrator or just lay some paper towel out in a garage. Put those flowers on, dry them out, and then put them into a clean blender or some sort of processor and grind them up and make your own samagri. That does two things. One, it ensures that we're consuming those flowers entirely by putting them into the fire. Two, the carbon emission and the pollution towards this environment, it's still there, but it's not nearly as high. And then three, you want to know what happens when you burn a flower, unlike wood pulp? Very, very little smoke. Much less smoke. The smoke usually comes out white. There's less carbon inside of flowers. Flowers have more water. They have more chlorophyll. Those are things that burn a little cleaner. So when you're at home, if you want to have a clean burning Hawan Kund, if you want to make sure that your walls don't turn black, you make sure that you make your own samagri out of flowers, the flowers that you offer. That's an option you have now. If you can't dry them off at home, I recommend going on to Facebook Marketplace or to eBay or to Amazon. You can find a dehydrator for about $20 to $40. You can put your flowers in the dehydrator every Sunday, dehydrate them out, grind them up, make your own samagri. That's just a tip. That's what my parents do. I know That's something we got from Auntie Rita and the Mahipal family, and I had to look it up for a minute because I wanted to make sure it was okay. It's safe to do. The Vedas do highly recommend that because of the cleanness of it. There are some flowers that you shouldn't be burning. Do you know which ones? Off the top of my head, no roses. Technically, we shouldn't even be offering roses. I'll talk about that. That's a very different story later. We really shouldn't be offering those red, full-bodied thorn roses that we have for Valentine's Day. We shouldn't be hydrating those and making those samagri. I'll go in. There's a story about that. There is a long explanation about that, but I don't remember. I don't know that one. I'll figure it out, though. I'll find the list of flowers that you shouldn't be using. Some of them do have what we call wolfsbane or airborne toxins, so you don't want to dry those out and burn them because that's not healthy. Yeah. We'll cover those next time, so be safe this week with my half information. All right. Last week, devotees, we had delved into the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. We had just finished chapter 5, in which Shri Brahma was talking to Narad and talking about the creation of the universe. And we finished chapter 5, and now we move into chapter 6, in which we continue to hear Lord Brahma discuss Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Puran Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Srimad
Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Chapter 6 in Book 2 of the Srimad Bhagavad Puran is titled The Hymn of the Original Person Confirmed, which essentially talks about who Brahma is, who is the creator, and what does that mean. Now, before I go into this, because it's really important for us to understand how this relates back to us, somebody tell me a part of your body and what please be appropriate. Tell me a part of your body and what the function of that part is. What does your nose do? You're breathing for the nose, okay? What do your teeth do? Grind food, make it smaller pieces so you can digest it. What else? Eyes to see. That's a good one. We have nose, ears, teeth. What else? Kidneys. Okay, we're not going to go all nervous system, kidneys. Your nose hairs. That's important too. I trim them, but I shouldn't be because of certain reasons. So every part of our body has a purpose. Correct? Do we agree on that? Except for your gallbladder, except for the other kidney. Except for that gallbladder. There's a few things that don't have a primary function, but they still have a function. So every part of our body functions for some specific reason. And what did we learn last week? We learned last week that every part of Bhagwan is a part that we reside in. This world isn't a material world. It's actually a manifestation and potency of Bhagwan. So we're living inside of Bhagwan. The lower part of Bhagwan is hell, the middle part is earth, and the upper part is heaven. And then each part represents something different. So Lord Brahma is going into specifics now. He's saying what each part of Bhagwan represents in the world around us. And I want you to understand that even though I'm equating this to you, we also have to equate this in how we act towards the world ourselves. And I'm going to describe a few of these more in depth. He first says that the mouth of the original person, as constituted by fire, is the origin of voice. So where does your voice come from? Not fire. Just comes from the mouth. Okay. The 7 ingredients of his body, skin, flesh, sinew, marrow, bone, blood, and fat, are the field where the Vedic hymns are generated, and the tongue of the Lord is the place that offers all foodstuffs and delicacies sacrificed for the forefathers and the gods. From the transcendental path of his nose, there is the life breath and the air with the Ashwini demigods, in combination with all the medicinal herbs. His power of smell offers the pleasure of fragrant substances. So we talked about mouth being a source of the voice, but also where we taste. We talk about the nose being of fragrant areas. So, do you think by going to maybe a club and smelling the hookah and cigarette smoke, you're smelling fragrant smells, maybe not the most pleasant. So we got to equate these towards things that we're looking at here, there, and everywhere. We light incense, we do certain things up here, we offer specific things because they're fragrant. Those fragrant, there's something called an aromatic compound in organic chemistry. An aromatic compound is a compound that has a unique structure that brings a good sense of smell, that brings a sense of pleasure to our minds. So we're hearing things about science and everything that are bringing back to the reality of how we relate back to Bhagwan. The eyes offer the perception of all kinds of forms that are illuminated and glitter before the eye of the sun. And the ears offer the hearing of both the sounds from all directions and the spiritual sounds of holy places resounding in the ether. So we're hearing and smelling things that are pleasant, okay? We're also seeing things that are pleasant. We're making sure that we're controlling our senses. His outer appearance constitutes the foundation of all things and favorable opportunities, and is also the field where one harvests, while his skin is moving airs, forms the touch being the place for all kinds of sacrifices. What is he doing with his hands? What is he doing with his skin? He's praying. He's sacrificing. So even, again, I'm laying this out for you all to understand one thing. We're describing the world as it's known by the parts of Bhagwan. But we also have to live and exude our body in the same manner. Use our eyes to see pleasant things. Use our nose to smell fragrant things. Use our ears to hear holy things. Use our sense of touch to perform sacrifice, to perform worship. His bodily hair is the vegetation of the kingdoms, with the help of which particular sacrifices are performed. The clouds with their electricity, the stones and the iron ore make their hue of the hair on his head, his facial hair, and his nails. That's why I'm growing a beard. I don't have hair to do certain sacrifices, so I gotta have hair somewhere. His arms, the governing men of God, are predominantly engaged in providing what is needed and protection of the general mass. So what do his arms do? They perform acts of service. They perform acts of charity. Do our arms do the same thing? Do we think about that all the time? If you squish a spider, is that an act of service? Is that helping and outreaching? No, don't you dare. Don't you start with me, Viv. You don't have to kill it. You don't have to do it. I'm just saying, there's other ways. So he's protecting the general mass and providing what's needed. Number 7, it says, in the Lord's lotus feet that offer shelter, the progress is recognized of the lower, middle, and heavenly worlds, because they, in providing all that is needed, liberate from fear and contain all the benedictions. Water and the generative capacity of rain refers to, I lost my place again, the Creator, the Lord, or the spot where happiness originates from. I'm just going to read it out. He covers all parts of the body, so don't giggle. The backside and the rectum of the universal form of the source of Yama, the controlling deities, everything running to its end, and of Mitra, it's remembered as a place of envy, misfortune, death, and hell. Frustration, immortality, and ignorance are found at his backside, while the rivers and streams make for his veins, and the mountain for the stacks of his bones. The unseen mover of the seas and the oceans of the living beings that evolve but also find destruction in his belly is by the intelligence known as the heart that is located in the subtle body. The heart controls everything. It's the storm, it's the wind, it's the rain, it's the sun, it's the clouds. Can you survive without a heart? No. We've tried to. I mean, we've made artificial hearts, heart valves. Those do success in helping us. We got to protect this at all costs. We've got to protect the bones that are in our body, because the bones are the mountain. What is a mountain known for being? Very sturdy, very big, very tall. Do you think your life is going to be the same without any bones? Without healthy bones? Without strong bones? Osteoporosis can really get to you. A lot of the things that we talk about here are ways that we need to think about our own body, but also ways we need to use our own body. When we read from the scriptures, this is what kills me a lot. We tend to read the words word for word and say, oh, Bhagwan is here, Bhagwan is there, Bhagwan is everywhere. That's understood at this point. Who here in the audience does not understand this at this point? Somebody scratched their head in the back. I thought they were raising their hand. So everybody, teacher's like, I've understood that since I was 5. So we know that at this point. But now that we read from the scriptures, we can't just take away the learning lesson that Bhagwan is here, Bhagwan is there, Bhagwan is everywhere. What do we know about Bhagwan? He's comprised of arms, legs, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, heart, veins, bones, everything that we're comprised of. And each part of that person, that great universal being, just like us, has its own function. So, everybody has homework for this week. You've got multiple senses. You've got multiple organs, multiple body parts. Once a day, you need to document down how I've used my body part, like how Bhagwan has used his body part, in the description of chapter 6, book 2 of the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. If you don't have the verse, I will email it to you. I don't care. You can go to bhagavatam.org and go search for it. You can rewatch this YouTube video. So to say that you didn't have the resources is a load of bad, no. I almost said a different word. Okay? You have the information. You can go back and listen to it. Your homework for this week. Understand this verse, chapter 6, verses 1 through 11, and utilize your body part like Bhagwan utilized his body part as described by Lord Brahma to Narad in these few verses, and write down how that equates. And see how you can start changing your lifestyle a little bit differently. How did he use his body? You didn't listen then? Well, you can go back and watch the YouTube video later. Your generation loves YouTube, so that'll be great. That was an old man comment. Like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, devotees, I'm not going to finish up. We still have another 40 verses or so within this chapter, but I want us to take the time to digest what each and every part means, because, like I said, I wouldn't be doing my diligence as a teacher to you all if I just read from the words specifically and didn't explain that. Equate those to your own daily lives and try to make yourself a little bit better throughout the week. Prem se Bolo Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki. Devotees, may we all please stand for final arti. It's okay. You can light them now.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता तुम मेरे शरण ग्रहो किसके स्वामी शरण ग्रहो किसके तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा आस करो जिसके ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूरन परमात्मा तुम अंतरयामी स्वामी तुम अंतरयामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार
पति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विध मिलो दया में किस विध मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे अपने हाथ उठाओ अपने हाथ उठाओ द्वार पर तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले
सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले
भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले ओम का नाम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले ओम का नाम
मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले
सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम।
You gotta stay standing. I'm Uncle Kyle, apparently. Vishal, we have to stand there. You can have the cookie after. We're almost there. She'll get the cookie in a second, I promise. At this time, devotees, as we join together, as we clasp our hands and we close our eyes, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax your spine, your shoulders, your neck, your forehead, relax your entire body. With your eyes staying closed, devotees, I want you to avoid your thoughts of anything negative, all worldly desires, and anything that may be causing you distress. And at this time, focus on a form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you, one that helps you concentrate and focus, and join together with me as we chant our closing prayers. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Vadrani Pashantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam Yatya Pujitam Maya Neva Paripurnam Dharastu Me Papoham Papo Karmaham Papo Atma Papo Sambhava Trahimam Pundari Kaksham Sarva Papo Haro Hari Om Tvameva Mata Chapitha Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidyandra Vinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Asatoma Siddhamaya Tamashuma Jyotirgamaya Mrithuma Mritam Gamaya Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Devotees in my way out, please bow. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Padam Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Shanti Antariksha Om Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Aushadhe Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvegvam Shanti Shanti Neva Shanti Sama Shanti Devi. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. प्रेम से बोल गणेश भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो शिव शंकर भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो शिव शक्ति मंदिर की, प्रेम से बोलो सनातन धर्म की. Oh goodness, what did we do? It's okay. It's okay, Shuri. My daughter's the same way. Aww. I promise they weren't yelling at you. They were yelling for God. Aw, do you want a cookie now? Devotees, with this, we've come to the end of our Sunday morning satsang, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here in person today, as well as for those of you who are watching via YouTube. Just a few announcements here really quickly. Is that? Yeah. No, you're good. A few announcements here. The month of March is really quickly approaching. We'll be in the month of March here come Wednesday. So we have a few different events that are coming up. On Monday, March 6th is the burning of Holika. I'll be taking care of that at home. I did plant Holika for the Monday. I also planted one for us at home. Right now, it's like this big, so I've done a good job because it's kind of there, but it's not. I tried, and that's what matters. So we've got Holika. I'll be burning that on Monday, March 6th for the Monday, and then on Tuesday, March 7th is the period of Holi. That's the period of Pagwa. Again, just note that it's going to be on Tuesday, March 7th, and then we will also be entering into the period of Navaratri come March as well. So Wednesday, March 2nd through Thursday, March 30th is the period of Chaitra Navaratri, which is the spring Navaratri time. Again, that is the 22nd through the 30th. We will be doing Sunday morning satsang here on the on the 26th, and on that day we will be doing our Navaratri Puja here at the Mandir. So again, that is Sunday the 26th. And then the last event that we have is Thursday, March 30th. Again, that is Thursday, March 30th. That is the period of Ram Navami. That is the event of Ram Navami. So again, we will be celebrating that virtually and in person as well. So that's the month of March. A lot's coming up because right after that's going to be Hanuman Jayanti, Krishna Janmashtami, and a few other things. But we'll stick with the March date for now. And with that, devotees, I have no other announcements. I do wanted to note that the sign-up sheet in the back still has a lot of blank dates in it. So if you haven't yet signed up for a service, I highly encourage you do so. I promise you we're not mean up front. We joke, we laugh, we have a good time, and you connect with God. What else could you want more? I think I sold that, right? Money. Thanks, Tejas. Wow. What an assistant. He was joking. Okay. With that being said, devotees, I have no other announcements. I hope you all have a safe, happy, healthy week. Thank you all for being here again. Jai Sita Ram to each and every single one of you. I will now pass the microphone over to my godson and our president in training for a few more announcements. Hey, godson.
Ram Ram. First of all, thank you all for coming. I love this number of people. Somebody very special on Monday celebrated a birthday this week, the 21st. Shreya, congrats. Way to celebrate your second birthday. Please don't clap. She will clap. We have food in the other building. That's all I have for you. Please have a safe week. Have a great rest of your day.
What did you all notice? No. Forget about the high joke. He was trying to help me stand up. So it's an indication that there is a transition occurring, right? Albeit a slow transition, but when you're at my age, the transition seems to be rapid. Like Christmas, comes instead of every 12 months, it seems like as you get older, like Mr. Jack back there, Christmas comes like every 8 months. And that's how I'm feeling right now. So this, if you look across the mandir, first of all, Sita Ram. But if you look across the mandir, I think the youngest one right now is Pia, right? And so there is a transition. And so I am very excited about my transition in retiring and sitting on my deck and watching cricket all day long and let the young generation take over in running our mandir, doing community service, doing charitable work, and advance the goodness of our nation forward. So I'm leaving it in the capable hands of my president in training, Mr. Ishan De Freitas here, and all the young kids coming up to do those for us. And us old folks, Jack, you still have that notion that we're gonna build like a circle with all the old folks home in the circle? Oh man, and I was looking forward for that so much, you know. It's so good to see so many of you, especially in the De Freitas, Mahipal, the Mohit family are all here, and I guess you all are here to celebrate. The Osman family are here to celebrate a young lady's special second birthday, right? Shreya, did you get the cookie, baby? Hmm? So I understand there's a gentleman in the back there that saw the mandir and decided to stop in. Could you introduce yourself to us, please? Oh, Jack, I thought that was your family, man. So, well, welcome. We are so happy that you decided just to stop by. You said Satish is your name? Welcome to our mandir. This is East Coast, or go back to East Coast. No, just uh, so there is this feud going on between the Berbice people and the East Coast people, the Georgetown people, and the Berbice people are still winning in terms of the size of our population. So, Prasad, you got one to add to your population. So Satish, welcome to our mandir. We're happy to have you here. Please give him a round of applause. And we have all these family over here I've seen before. So anyone else that is here for the first time that we haven't seen? Okay, so back to Elise. Why don't you do the honor? Yeah, and talk a little bit about our 2-year-old.
Okay, sure. Okay. Ram Ram. Uncle Ballram said, tell a story. I don't know that I have a story. Several years ago, once upon a time, my brother decided to marry one of my best friends. And then a couple of years later, they had a baby. Shreya has been... So Shreya turned 2 on Tuesday. Her birthday is 2/21/21. And I can tell you, she has been, in our lives, the biggest blessing in our lives. She's fun. She's exciting. And as you can see, she's sometimes a handful. She is sassy. I will say, she came to Mandir a couple of weeks ago with my parents and her parents. And every day since then, when you leave the house, "Want to go Mandir? Let's go Mandir." So I know she's been excited to be here. And all week, she knows it's her birthday. She's been showering herself with flowers. So we're going to shower her with flowers today because she's been waiting for it. So happy birthday, Shreya. Happy birthday. She's going to cry. She's going to cry. If you clap, she cries.
So the way I couch it, she's the rose of the Mahipal family. And if you all saw what she did for the last... No, forget about you. You're an adult. If you all see what she did for the last 2 hours, she break flowers and throw it over herself. Well, us do that for her now, okay? So, Vishal and Sasha, if you guys come over here, please, so we could celebrate her birthday. Um, Ashwarya, pass the flower out, please.
Brought her own flowers today in her own basket. Did you see? Oh, sure. Wouldn't be long. Hello. I just like I just like 1 minute of your attention. On the 23rd of this month, our country celebrated the 53rd anniversary, and you know which country that is. That's Guyana. We celebrated 53rd anniversary of our cooperative republic. And I know that many of you have been listening to songs and have been paying attention to what's going on in Guyana. So what I would like you to do, show me by your hand how many of us were born in Guyana. Okay, thank you. I would like to sing one verse. Born in the land of the mighty Roraima, land of great rivers and far-stretching streams, so like the mountain, the seas, and the river, great, wide, and deep in our lives would we be. Onward, upward, may we ever go. Great, I forgot. Till at length we each of us to show what Guyana sons and daughters can be. Thank you. Enjoy.
Okay, I hurry up. मिट्टी रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे राधा रानी लागे मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे ओ मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे राधा रानी लागे मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे यमुना जी को काड़ी काड़ी राधा कोरी कोरी यमुना जी को काड़ी काड़ी राधा कोरी कोरी वृंदावन में धूम मचावे बरसाने की छोरी वृंदावन में धूम मचावे बरसाने की छोरी ब्रजधाम राधा चुकी ब्रजधानी लागे ब्रजधानी लागे मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे है मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे राधा रानी लागे मन कारो कारो chiro